Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Planet Zoo franchise mode Let's Play, where we're diving right back into Elite Zoo North for a very exciting session, one that many of you have been waiting very long for. Today, folks, we're finally going to be adding a new animal to the China section. I've been waiting a long time for it. Y'all been waiting a long time for it. I cannot wait any longer to add this adorable new animal, which I'm sure I've already alluded to or teased or implied in one way or another in the title and the thumbnail. Lots to do today. I'm really excited. But as we get into the zoo, folks, I want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes such a big difference in letting me know what y'all are interested in watching on the channel. And as I always say, I read through all the comments to get a better understanding of what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see differently, and very often just to have a laugh. I mean, there's always good jokes and ideas and thoughts in there as well, so do keep them coming. One thing I'd like to address really quickly right off the bat is some upcoming plans, I guess, and I'll let you know right away. Today's time-lapse is probably going to be happening closer to the end of the episode. We're going to start with some management stuff. We're going to take a look at animal enrichment. Lots of things to actually deal with really quickly, and then we're going to dive on into our time-lapse. And again, I'm just kind of working around the ladies' work from home schedule and stuff, so just bear with me, folks. I hope y'all are... Hold on. Hang on. Where are they? Oh, no, we have new ones now. Just bear with me, folks, as I... hang on a second. Oh, you look like a baby. What's up with these proportions? I guess it was just the angle of the camera. I was like, are you a baby? No, sorry. But yes, we're going to be looking at enrichment and things like that. There's a lot of interesting stuff that we have to take care of, and then we're going to dive into a time-lapse and hopefully make some sweet progress up over here. First things first, though. Again, thank you all in the comments for giving me reminders and pointing out things that might slip my mind or otherwise helping. It really does make a big difference. Habitat 35, no more. You are Crash Corner. Let's get that name made official. And yes, I'm quite pleased with our signage for it as well. Could probably go a little bit crazier as well if I want to. Maybe we'll revisit it at some point. I've been thinking about this sign for a fair bit after having put it down, actually. Apart from that, I want to straight off the bat take a look and see if we can't find some more female elephants to add as well. Like we said. Oh wow, these are. We can get Ravina 7,000. That sounds ridiculous. We have 22k though, so these are terrible stats. Okay, terrible is a strong word. Let's compare you as a mate to Advik. How does... Oh, low welfare. Okay, I was like, how does Advik having had offspring make issues? But I keep forgetting this is the offspring results. This is where the issue is. So low welfare, but that's only because we're paused and enrichment is low when paused. I mean, these stats aren't terrible, but look at how our beautiful beast here is brought low, right? Like, those 90s and 80s are worth nothing. They get hit so hard. And with Gajananda, who's I think currently in storage, though, it's, you know, even worse situation. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. I think I'll wait. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue, and I'm going to try and exhibit some patience. I need to check periodically, though, because I do want to get more female elephants in. Now, let me actually check one of those animals. Sorry, let me check here real quick. One of those animals is from Frontier Zoo, which is what worries me most, is when they're from Frontier Zoo, it implies that... Well, sorry, what worries me about that is that developer-made animals are being pushed, which means that people aren't really trading that often. So we're likely not going to get really good genes. We'll probably get middling genes, and I'm okay with... Man, I guess we should just get Ravina here. See, I'd be okay with middling genes if they weren't so foolishly expensive. Let's... Patience. I was just talking about it. Patience. Okay, so apart from that, many of you have pointed out that apparently you can, in fact, share boundary walls, like barrier walls, which I remember trying that with the crocodiles, like with the gharial and the saltwater croc, and it wasn't working. Or maybe I just thought it wasn't working, and in reality it was. So let's go ahead and try it out over here. It'll give our animals just a little bit more room, which would be nice, I think, for them. And yeah, it seems that they can, in fact, share walls. All right, so, you know, what do you know? What do you know? I was mistaken. Can we share this as well? No, because this one's the door. So this one has to stay where it was. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and move you in as... No, you're obstructed. Shouldn't be. There we go. Let's get you in there. Ah. Just the, I think the slope is causing issues, or maybe it's the angle. That's fine. That's all the way up there. I think that's okay. Cool. That, oh, no. No. What are you doing? Okay, good. We're good. That was a mistake. All right, cool. There we go. Okay, so that has bought our bears a bit more space. Yeah, so I'm not going to rework it over with the crocs and stuff, but that's the first time when I was struggling to see, struggling to lay things out. And you can see they're actually kept as two separate. And I remember zooming in very close to keep them separate, but hey, turns out I was wrong. And again, I don't mind being proven wrong so that I can improve, you know, things in the zoo and whatnot. So feel free to point that stuff out as well. Thank y'all in the comments for mentioning that. Just a couple extra meters for the bears, but you know, every little bit counts. Obviously, I'm sure they'll appreciate that, right? Like I would appreciate a little bit of just a little bit of extra square footage in my condo. I live in a shoebox, so you know, I understand the want for more room. I'm happy to give it. Now, with that done, I just want to touch on something really quickly. Of course, there's a new DLC coming out very soon. And I do want to include them in this zoo. And I think many of you are interested in that as well. I've seen your statements with regards to frame rates. Great to see that most, if not all of you who mentioned it, I think maybe one or two are like a little bothered by the frame rate, but most are fine with it. So that's great because I personally don't mind. What you hear in my voice, that concern you hear in my voice is me being worried that other people are not having a good time. That's what it is, because I don't mind, and I'm having a good time still despite the occasional chugging. Now, with that said, I would like to, of course, do Africa, and I think Africa is still going to be next. We're going to alternate China, Arctic, until we get them done, and then we're going to come down here and do Africa over here, and South America over here is what I'm thinking. Because what that'll do is we've got the tapirs here, and if I go ahead and open up Zoopedia and go to our Baird's tapirs, you will see that they make the perfect kind of a bridge, I would say, you know, in literally and figuratively speaking, to go from our more North American style animals and whatnot, some European as well, but you know, we went very, you know, North America themed in the central area. So they become the bridge to South America over here, and then down over here we'll have Africa, and that way we can fit them all. I think, and Africa's going to need a lot more space, so Africa will probably actually move up this way and become like a giant kidney bean looking thing, and the South American animals will probably tuck in like over here probably. We'll figure it out, but there's room for them. And actually, on the note of future plans, again, like I said, I want to talk a little bit about future plans so we can start discussing that nice and early. The other thing that I want to do, actually, is this was a great suggestion given by the comments, and you know what? Good suggestions are good suggestions. I think I'm going to take it on. We are going to eventually get the Siberian tigers, and it's one of those like close situations, isn't it? One of those very, very close situations. Like if I take a look at the reindeer, you can see they're like kind of sharing a bit of an overlap space there. My plan was basically to have the Siberian tiger be a part of the Arctic expansion close to China. So we'd have Arctic over here. We have the reindeers over here. And I think I'll keep the doll sheep in their own separate enclosure because I think they'd like that. And then I have a very fun plan for the doll sheep. So reindeers, doll sheep, and then have the Arctic wolves up over here because you can never have too many wolves and canine animals. And then over here have the Siberian tigers because you can also never have too many tigers. Let me know what y'all think about those plans. So that's my plans for this area, my plans for this area. China, as y'all know, what we're probably going to do here, is replicate this over on this side. But rather than make it half here, we're going to split this into halves. And then one half will be for, probably the bottom half will be for our red pandas, and the top half will be for pangolins. I believe they both require very little space. And I've said before, I want to spend more time looking at Zoopedia for these things before we dive in. And I haven't been doing that, so I apologize for that. But let's see. Actually, before I forget again, the Formosan black bear, is from Taiwan. So what I'm probably going to do is have the Formosan black bear over on this side. So on your way down to this area, you'll cross the Formosan black bear, and that represents, of course, the kind of Taiwan being the little island over there. And then you come over here to the China section to see those animals. That's what I'm going to do with the Formosan bear. That's my plan. But with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at our red pandas. Elemental PQR ST. Where's the lemur from? Madagascar. Okay, red panda. Oh, interesting. It's actually a lot more into like the Tibetan region than I thought it was. Let's see. How much space do they need? Because many of you have pointed out that they need very... Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. They need some good climbing fun, but they don't need too much space at all. 220 meters square, right? So they can actually probably fit in this area over here. Now let me... Sorry, I just want to check another thing. They don't need much water. They need climbing. They need land. So water, of course, is for food. The climbing, like, I think it'd be pretty neat if they can get right up to here. So if you're standing here, you'd be able to like kind of see them pretty up close. I think that'd be pretty neat. And you can maybe also walk through here. So it's not going to be entirely symmetrical, obviously. And the pangolin also doesn't need too much space either. So this sort of doubles as a walk-through slash... like, they're not going to be walk-through exhibits, walk-through enclosures, because they are shy. Oh, guests can enter habitat, but they're shy. So maybe I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. They're shy. They'll start getting stressed out. I think they're too shy. Many of you have pointed that out before, so I think I'll not make it a walkthrough. But okay, so they need how much space? They need even less space. Okay. And let me check again the red panda. Just trying to sort things out here, because the red panda is shy, guest cannot enter. Wonder if the red pandas get the space up over here and the pangolin gets the space down over here. Get some separation from the people walking through. We can get a glass wall up. I need to adjust the terrain here so they can actually go into drink, but that's conversations for later. Sorry, now I'm getting too distracted by planning. My apologies. So that's the thinking. And again, today's session, we're going to get to work on China. We're at least going to add one of the animals, hopefully maybe both, but probably one, and then we can alternate back and forth. China, Arctic, Taiwan, Arctic, Siberian, Africa, South America, Africa, South America, Africa, South, that kind of a thing is what I'm thinking. Now, with that said, let's actually start putting some things down, shall we? It was pointed out that this is a bit of a problem, so let's go ahead and fix this right away. Now, I hope you all... Actually, let me know in the comments. Give me some feedback with regards to that kind of long-ish introduction I gave. It's not entirely accurate calling it an introduction, I suppose, but... a little planning conversation. I know the last time I did it, many of you said that you appreciated it, you like it, you enjoyed hearing the plan, so you know what's coming and things like that. And if that's still the case, then it's really helpful for me to know, because again, I do take a look at your comments, I do take a look at your feedback to make sure that people are having a good time and they're not spending time, kind of watching me do something and just wondering why they're here. I guess is the softest way to put it. So yeah. Y'all let me know down below. After all, that's why we're here, right? To have a good time. I'm gonna flip you around, pop you down there, pop you down there. I always forget if I need to step out or in with these. Always forget. Seems that we have made an error here. That's fine. Just gotta move you a little bit forward, I guess. Like so. Now this is way off. Hold on now. Move you in, I guess. Well, no, you want to get stuck here, right? Yeah, that's fair. Should fit perfectly. Why? Why are you doing this to me, game? Sandstone brick wall. Let's go ahead and put you down over here. Right, like so. Let's say that looks right. Sure. Pop you down. Then we've got our shop front. That goes here. No. Being under the train's tracks is also Getting in my way. Grid size reduced. So yeah, it won't snap to the right spot. It won't snap to this corner over here. It's like, why? Why? Why won't you? Why? Doesn't make any sense, because now I can't hook it up over here. I'm gonna step out too much. How does that make any sense? This is the one thing that I don't know why I have so much trouble wrapping my head around the construction stuff, like how to make it, well, like what makes it tick. It's the one thing that always just falls apart for me. But I can't get it up there. I set the grid small. It wants to overstep its area. And here we have this problem. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's okay, because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fake it. Fake it till you make it, right? Where's my brick floor? Raise you up. Put you there. Okay, so this should be a step further back, supposedly. Okay, so I do that. And I nudge you forward ever so slightly. There we go. Okay, cool. Hey, you know what? It worked out. My apologies for that struggle. Apologize 7 times in less than 15 minutes. Sorry about that. So that's the gondola shop done. Thanks for pointing that out. Again, we have, what else to do? Right, okay, so there's a couple of major things to consider before we even get into enrichment items. So first of all, I've said a couple of times that down south over here, guests are already educated as they walk through here. That is incorrect, because if people are coming in through Southeast Asia and they don't go up there, they go straight through here, they are not getting any information. So we do need to sort that out. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. We've got the rhino, right? Let's get the speaker at the same time. Got the rhino over here. Go ahead and put this down over here, I say. Hopefully power is coming down here. I might need to do something about that, actually. I might need to get power over here differently. Down. Let's get rid of this overlay. There we go. Over here. Perfect. Oh, perfect's a strong word. There, how about that? I think I might just squeeze this in a bit more. Yeah, just a touch. And it all not being on perfectly right angles is absolutely killing me. Absolute, like, dial 911, it's murder every single time. Right, okay, we do have power here, that's good. I think one board does the trick over here. I could add a second one on this side, but let's try, okay, let's try putting you down over here. Don't like that clipping, so fine, let's put you down over here. Oh, don't like that clipping either. Fine, here. You want a good view? Drop some money in the donation box, I guess. Let's actually, you know what? I like one speaker. I don't like one board. So let's get this board over here as well. And let's go ahead and reduce the volume on this here speaker. A little bit of overlap there. Let's adjust that. And actually, talking about overlap reminds me, we might have a little bit of overlap on the snow leopards as well. Looks like we're good, though. I don't see any overlap being marked out over here. Oh, there it is. Just a touch. Just a touch. Let's go ahead and sort that out while I'm on that train of thought. Still a touch of overlap. It's not on the path, but I just don't like seeing red. There, done. Again, thanks for pointing that out as well. What else have we got? So that's the rhino education board done. We still have to add elephant education board. So rhinos are done. Elephants on this side. Go ahead and get these two first. There we go. Pop you down over here, I suppose. Right? Let's see. Do that. Get rid of you. There we go. There we go. Come on now. Beautiful. Up, up, up. That is not centered. Close. Almost there. Done. Okay, beautiful. So that's that. That's going to be the elephants. I could put the thing is, like, I mean, I guess I could put another board down there. I was going to say, it's like you don't really have a good view, but you kind of do. You kind of do. Need to nudge you in. Very good. Oh, gotta adjust this a touch though. There we go. All right, there. Yeah, you can get a decent enough view up here. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. It's so nice to see the adults on this side as well. And let's go ahead and get a donation bin, at least one, up over here. And if I see crowds forming over here, we'll get another one down there. Cool. So that's that. Let's very quickly, since we're at the elephants, take a look and see if Bushy, oof, Ravina still. Oh, again, fertility and immunity don't matter all that much because of the level of variance there, as you can see. So you know what? Let's go ahead with Cushy here. Means happiness. Let's have her bring some happiness to our zoo. 42%, not very happy with those numbers, but low cost. It's just a matter of time and effort, and hopefully we'll get good results out of her. Over to quarantine first, of course. And what a perfectly smooth segue as I go from talking about animals to quarantine to staff facilities. I need more staff facilities, and y'all have been saying that for a while. I've been hearing you, but I haven't acted strongly enough on that yet, and I think it's finally time to do that. I think a big problem is that we don't have. Whoa, we've got enough keepers. We've got enough. Vets, we've got enough of everything. We don't have enough spots for them to go and pick up food and stuff, though. So if I quickly go to... First of all, okay, good, no crime. If I quickly go to staff, how could I check? Go to work zones. I guess if I go edit... No, that doesn't do the trick. Gotta be... oh, you know what? Right. Under overlays, obviously, you would think. No. Staff happiness is all you want to show me. This is why I don't like covering up the buildings. All right, you are a staff room because of the pinks, right? You are a quarantine, right? I just used you. This is a large keeper hut. So you should be fine. I need to add some more keeper huts, though, to some of these spots where animals are not getting fed. Like, I could put a keeper hut down over here, far enough away from our guests. We can have a connection over here. And that keeper hut should allow us to feed the orangutan more easily, should allow us to feed the crocs more easily, and the gharial will probably still get stuff from the keeper hut up over here. But okay, let's go ahead and add a keeper hut. And what we'll do is we'll decorate this stuff really nicely. With the upcoming update as well, decorations make a very big difference, confirmed. So that would be a nice way to ensure people aren't like upset at as a result of our keeper huts or anything. Now this is unfortunately a spot that doesn't allow for connections. Oh. I mean, it's all I need. I just need, it's a staff connection, so they don't need to be super, you know, like perfectionist havens or anything. They just need to allow our staff to come through. Come on now, where are you? Where are you? I see you. Oh, yeah, come on. You're there. I know you're there. Oh, come on. Come on, here you are. There, yes. That. Can't do a right angle. Can you do a right angle in any other direction? No. Okay, hey, what do you know? It works. So, staff path. Cancel that. There we go. No tunneling, thank you. Oh, hang on, what if... Nope. Alright, so this has to be a regular path. So, okay, if we take the staff path up to, say, here, right? Because what we'll want to do is create a bit of a buffer zone so we can cover it up. And we go ahead and put down a staff facility with, what I'm looking for, a keeper hut. We could put down a staff room here as well, but first things first is a large keeper hut. Pretty big, but I think we're far enough away that it's not going to affect guests' satisfaction. Let's just check here. And again, with the new update that's coming, it will... we can reduce it by, what, 50% or so if we decorate the area. Now, granted, we're not even close to bothering our guests, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put you as close as we can, which I would say is about here, right? Because we do still want to cover it up. We'll drop you down over there. And let's get our staff room Make it a large one. We'll get you down over here. Please, I don't need you as a part of this group. There we go. I could do it like this as well. Still doesn't interact with the boats there, so that's good. So let's get you down over here. And then we can decorate this. We'll do the decorations on an upcoming beauty pass, obviously. There's a couple things to do on an upcoming beauty pass that y'all have pointed out, but we can, of course, always drop down some more tamarind trees. They do look very beautiful, and they very quickly, you know, help us hide the ugliness of the staff facilities. There you go. And like our guests can maybe like barely catch a glimpse of it as they go by, but that's why we're going to add, you know, walls and stuff to them as well. To make them look quite pretty from down low as well. But for now, at least for us from up top, oh, look at that. I actually really like how that looks. It feels like an extension of the jungle, that Southeast Asian theme, right? The aesthetic, as I like to say, often and with passion. Sometimes it's all about the aesthetic. Let's get you down over here. Loading. Here we go. Got a line turned on, which is why it's kind of acting a little funky, but that's good. All right, cool. So that should help Southeast Asia as well as India Center, right? Because India Center, actually India Center's got this already. These animals are far enough away, so fine. Let's instead just do Southeast Asia Islands and Southeast Asia entrance as well. There. So now when these guys need taken care of, rather than picking stuff up over here and then looping all the way around, going all the way to get to the entrance, they'll just hopefully come up here, pick stuff up, and drop stuff off. So that should be a lot easier for them. And our flamingos are also often left hungry. So I'm wondering if I put a keeper hut or something over here. Though the entrance is up there, the staff entrance is up here, right? Thought I shifted it up here. Did I ultimately shift it down over here? It was a while ago now. Where is our staff entrance? Well, one way to find out easily. That's guest, that's guest. Also guest entrances. Hang on. Oh, there's the staff entrance over here. Okay. So in that case, if I do put... You're probably going down here then. It's relatively close, actually. Connections right here. The keeper hut being small is also a problem, because when it's a small hut, they have to line up for it. So maybe I do put another one down over here. I know we were thinking of maybe doing like a park type thing or something over here, but I might need to think about function over form for a moment. And that would help keep some of these animals fed. Because these ones are having a lot of issues too. Like the flamingos are having a lot of issues, and I think... who else was having issues? I mean, we're having issues across the board. Let's see. If I were to put a keeper hut down here, what's the area of negative impact? Pretty small. I mean, I could put... What I could do is... Let's see. Those trees are the edge of... Okay, sure. So I could do something like this, where I put the keeper hut here, right? Get a staff room over here as well. A little bit of negative on the track. I don't know if I want that. Staff room over here maybe, or across the way over here. No, that definitely affects our guests. So we can put the staff room over here. Right. And then what leaves us a little bit of space down here for like a park type thing if we want to. Maybe I don't need a staff room here. Because the staff room we have is already... Well, no, it's a small one. Adding another small one might be the way to go. Or... negative impact. The tracks are going high enough. But the path is where? Path is there past the tracks. Okay. So maybe I can put this down over here instead. if I put this down like over here, does that spill over ever so slightly? Ever so slightly. So I want to put you like over here. Then we're fine over here, it looks like. A little bit of spillage, but no one goes that close to the edge. Yeah, that should do the trick. And the tracks are... Oh no, the tracks are eating it. The tracks are hating that. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's try without the staff room for now then. Let's see if this works. I could move you a little bit further over, perhaps. Like here. We might not be able to make this a pretty park area, unfortunately. Might not be in the books. I'll set you up like so. Do that. We'll see. I'll try, folks. I'll try. We'll see. We've got you set up like that so that our staff path can pass from underneath. Make sure your width is as small as it can get. And snap you there like so. Cool. These trees need to move, of course. There we go. Clear path. And again, we will cover this up so that it doesn't look so hideous and doesn't stand out. This will be the log cabin look that we've been doing before. In fact, I might be able to just kind of scoop something up. It'll be... Well, yeah, I can kind of just like scoop this up. And pop it down. I love having modular sets. It's my plan early on, and it's bearing fruit, so to speak. Down over there. You're good, you're good. And let's go ahead, and I need a double window, which is this. Of course. This is where I made a mess. Haha. So much for my thinking ahead. It's okay, it's not the end of the world, because I can still duplicate you. And bring you over to here. So this should help with the flamingos. It might help with the camels as well. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. This is a real waste. Let's go ahead and delete those because they are a part of a group. What happened there? Oh, that's really strange. Okay, sorry about that. Should do a drinking game. Have a shot every time I apologize for something that's Oh, I see what threw me off. Okay. I see what threw me off. I want this kind of a thing, right? You know what? It's just so much easier to just duplicate this and delete what I don't need. Let's do it. There we go, like so. And let's get in there and just remove these. I was doing this because it was supposed to be faster. We should just wait for this one as well. Okay, let's duplicate you over. And over. And I wonder if I can actually do this for above the windows rather than bring those other pieces in. I think I prefer how this looks. There we go. And there. Let's get you like so and like so, of course. And then one below. I think one below will do the trick. Just gotta position it right. There it is. And there, beautiful. And again, that will reduce the area of negative impact as well, so that'll make a big difference. And let's exit the group so I can stop making messes. That's the thing, it's funny, you can tell what I did at the beginning of our Let's Play by how messily it's been put together. And to be fair, there's a lot of stuff I did, you know, well into our Let's Play that I was just like, it's fine. So you'll see that every once in a while with newer constructs as well, but it's a lot more prevalent among the older structures that we've built. It is funny to me when I go back and I click on something and I go, oh yeah, that's how I made this work, even though it really shouldn't. Cool. So that's that taken care of. At least one spot's pretty. And we still have room for a park. And we could add a staff room over here. Nah, you know, I think the impact is going to be... Oh, actually, we might be able to. Because it's not... Okay, this is not hitting the tracks, like where the train actually goes. And it is not hitting the path either. So, very well, let's go ahead and drop you down, I suppose. It also consumes like minimal space. I could try here. I could try this. I could try rotating you, putting you down here. And let's just quickly see what that does for negative impact. I imagine it's the same. Goes a little bit into the bin, a little bit into the path there. I wonder if guests that are walking along the edge would like feel it, so let's not. We have an alternate solution that works, so why not stick to it, right? Cool. So path, and let's go ahead and connect you. Excellent. And let's get this done. Just finish it right now, why not? Matter of copying these things over. Won't take me very long at all. Now, actually, I'm very curious about something that it's come up a couple times, and I don't know, I guess at the risk of sounding somewhat creepy. One thing I've always wondered about, and many people have shared it with me, and every time it gets shared with me, I go, oh, that's so cool. And what it is I really find it interesting to know how people are watching the show, so to speak. Like, you know, some people are watching on their phones, some people like watch while they're going to bed at night, some people are watching with their cats or their sons and daughters, or with their husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and brothers and sisters, or whatever it might be, on TV in the living room with dinner. And I've always, whether it's Planet Zoo or a different series, I've always wondered, and a lot of times people will, like, you know, share on Twitter or whatever how they're watching a show, and it always, like, I don't know why, but I always find it fascinating. So I'm curious, you know, how are y'all watching the show, especially given, you know, the quote unquote situation. I hope y'all are doing well, by the way. I mean, I hope some of this is getting a little bit more comfortable now that we've been doing it for a couple weeks. I know it's been a rough couple weeks, but hey, you know, 2020, if you start from the bottom, it can only get better, right? Right? Anyway, this is done over here. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there because I'm really curious. It's just fun to kind of know. Just fun to wonder, I guess. Nonetheless, that's done. So that should take care of the flamingos and maybe even the camels. Obviously, it won't if I don't assign it to a work zone. So that's India Center, right, that we want you to be part of. And we also want you to be part of America's South. If I can find it. America's South. There we go. Boom, boom. Let's attach you as well. And what else? That should be it. Let me check India Center again real quick. India Center includes, yeah, these two. Sure. Let's hope that helps a fair bit. I think it will. I think it'll solve some of the problems we're having. Now, apart from that, there is also the matter of our breeding situation. Now, this was also brought up in the comments, and it's quite right. I have been neglecting my animals. Well, I haven't been neglecting them. I've been hoping the best for them, but unfortunately what ends up happening is all of their potential mates become potentials for inbreeding. Why are you not? You know Yaletha? Hang on. Oh, but Yaletha isn't the alpha. Right. Now between... Who's our alpha male right now? Geralt, right? I wish it would just say here. Unless it's changed. Is it Jackson? Oh, no. I'm pretty sure it was Geralt at one point. Geralt of Wolfrock. No. Just let me select the animal. Yaletha is not the alpha female. Who are our alphas? Where are all of our wolves? That is a spotlight. Hang on now. They're probably resting by the, Yep, there they are. Staring into the abyss. Taking a poop. Geralt is the one taking the poop, asserting his dominance, I suppose. So yeah, he is still able to have babies. Otherwise, we'd be able to rehome him. If we check the... Sorry. We check the Zoopedia here. Where are we? 12 years, sterility is death. So, might still get some babies out of him. He does have great genes. But, okay, he's not on contraceptives. Where is the alpha female? Where is the alpha female? Also taking a poop? Nope. That's Amaruk. Let's see, animals. Hiding here from me. Hiding. Okay, so if we check your stud book, yeah, you are siblings with Geralt. So perhaps we release Emberly? Let's see who's got the... Well, if we release Emberly, someone else becomes the alpha. And Geralt, and I'm pretty sure mate with everybody else. So Emberly is inbreeding. Yalitha is also inbreeding. Other Yalitha, Chloe, Emily, Yardley. They're all inbreeding. Oh, we just got to get rid of Geralt then. That hurts, doesn't it? That hurts. Okay, so in that case, if Emberly can stay as the alpha. Can Amaruk? Nope. Can Jackson? Nope. Okay, Yalitha, if you become the alpha. Amaruk? Yes. Jackson? Yes. Yalitha's got good stats. So maybe we get rid of Emberly and one of the Yalithas. And then Amaruk can stay. So get rid of Emberly and get rid of Geralt. That really sucks. That really hurts. Ugh. But I have to, right? Let's go ahead and send them to the trade center. We might be able to trade them out. They are good genes. Oh, God. My heart. Be still. And Emberly. Send you to the trade center as well. But we'll check them out. And then our bears, I think, are suffering from a similar issue. Where we've got Symington here. Who's really upset. Very stressed out. It's just because we're paused, I think. Really old as well. Great genes. But not able to mate with Valora, if I'm not mistaken, who also has great genes. But yes, it is inbreeding. It might be time for Symington to go. He's been with us for a long time. We can rehome him. Okay, I feel good when I can rehome them, because then at least I'm not releasing them to the wild. Let's go ahead and rehome Symington. You were good to us. Yep. No price is too high. And let's get ourselves a new male bear. But first, any other female... Alia. Oh, look at that. See, those are genes. Those are genes. Those genes are on sale. Love it. All right, let's go ahead and get you into the quarantine. Closest to here. I guess here works. Come on. Cool. 2 new female elephants. That'll be good. Now, we need a new male grizzly bear. Go ahead and get that done. Where are we? Grizzly. There you are. Some of these are not grizzly bears. Forgot to uncheck the Indian elephant. Cool. Armias, Yeoman. Nothing too... Ooh, this Aramias is looking pretty good for 2000s. Not bad. Let's go by appeal. Let's go by high appeal. So let's go with Aramias here. 8.5 years, I'm pretty sure. They go for a lot longer than that, but let's just check. 26 years. Sterility is at 25 years. So, Eremias, you are Myas. Panicky penguin. Let's adopt you. Are you kidding me? Moment's hesitation. Moment's hesitation. We lost them. Would have been a good win for us. Tyler, everything but the size there, eh? Everything but the size there. Oh, look at that hit we would take. The grand glory of Vlora would be lost. Who else do we have here? Armias, Yeoman, Suthley. Replace one with another. I suppose we could go with Aramias. The other Aramias. Fertility is kind of low. Kind of low. But we can make it work. Longevity. Let me check what if we can get a higher longevity. Tyler. All the other genes are good. Fine, let's get Tyler. Let's get Tyler. Not that expensive. Manchester Zoo. Let's go ahead and pop you in here. Alright, so new animals got, including elephants and the replacement bear. We're hopefully taking care of our wolves. Let's go ahead and unpause for a moment here. See how long the game takes to understand what's going on. And then we're going to start dealing with enrichment. Yeah, okay, looks like we're good. So, across the board, we're going to have issues with the toys and whatnot, of course. Just gotta click on the right things. So you have the small ball and the small ice ball. So there's the small ball. A small ice ball, I believe I've put over here, yes. I'm trying to put these things in, like, consistent spots so that I can, you know, find them more easily in the future. Looking for toys here. Let's go ahead and get you a sprinkler down over here. And let's get you a scent marker up over there. Get more out there, you know. And that should do the trick. Even the babies are getting bored, obviously, because when you're a tortoise baby, been there for a while. See, habitats have been merged and invalid. Remove excess habitat gates or add walls. I knew it. I don't know how y'all have been doing it, but no, this doesn't work. This, I mean, I don't know if it's something I did wrong, but this clearly doesn't work. All right, very well, not the end of the world. It's got to redo this now. I'm gonna pull you out to here. So unless, if I did something wrong, y'all let me know, but that just furthers my belief that they cannot share a space. That they cannot share a wall, rather. And I can't make one of them a null, because if one's a null, then it will count as an escape anytime they go past the null barrier. So y'all let me know what I did wrong there, but I'm pretty sure they cannot share a wall. I had a feeling before, and this to me kind of confirms it. But again, maybe I did something else wrong and I didn't notice. Let me know. Let me know. All right, glad that was an easy fix, though. So tortoises are done. Wow. If I keep getting interrupted like that, then this episode's going to be like 20 hours long. Tortoises, done. Good stuff. Let's move in kind of like a organized fashion if possible. Oh, yes, look at them run. Look at them run and play. Which one's the alpha now? I do need to check their alphas and make sure it's fine. Did you catch that when he put his head in the box? That was adorable. Jackson, you're not the alpha. Emily's not the alpha female either. Yaletha's the alpha female. All right, off your contraceptives. That's good. That worked out well. And Amaruk is the alpha male. And just to double check, you and Yaletha are, yes, compatible. Quite nicely so as well. They're getting old, so hopefully they'll give us some babies before they go. Okay, I need you to take your paws off the box. Sorry. Gonna get you something else to play with. Let's get rid of that chew toy as well. And you can hear the, like, kids and stuff pretend roaring. It's adorable. Never noticed that before. Timber wolves. Can get you a prey-scented sack, perhaps. That's always fun to watch, right? And maybe a blood scent marker as well, to get them coming up over here. I like seeing them up there. Cool. So that should be the wolves taken care of, I believe. And again, hopefully we're going to get some babies here. I'm really worried that I was a little slow on the draw. Oh, they're already bored of the blood scent markers. Well, we're well over their requirements, so it's fine for now, but the next time we do a pass, we'll check. Quarantine passed for Alia. Let's go ahead and move you. Where are we? There. Move you to the Ivory Palace. And do we not have... That's it? What's going on here? Oh yeah, we've taken care of Tyler the Grizzly Bear. Let's move you to Grizzly Grove, of course. Why is Kathmandu invalid? Did we... Incomplete. How are you incomplete? You're fine here. You're fine there. And you go on this way. You go on this way. What's wrong with you? Why are you broken? That fix it? Yeah, okay, weird. I just needed to replace the walls a little bit. Protesters have arrived. What are you protesting? Titan beetles. Okay, well, it's easily solved. Don't need to be so upset. They are. Guaranteed it's because it's too crowded in here. Need another male. There we go. Done. They're happy. No. Exhibit is dirty, I assume. Yes. A keeper in here. Imagine one's already coming, otherwise it would let me click. Every month the keeper's supposed to come through. That's the fastest they can come through. Another quarantine passed. I assume that is Cushy. Yep, let's go ahead and move you over to the Ivory Palace. Not Crash Corner. Ivory Palace. Yes, please. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Whew. All right. What have we accomplished here so far? Wolves and tortoises. Great. Time for the bears. Once more, thank you for bearing with me as I take care of this management stuff over here. So I cannot check on... Yeah, I have to check on Vlora, because she's been around these toys, so she'd be the one who's bored. We do just have to get you a new toy. Grizzly. Bobbin's cute. The rubbing pillar is adorable. Let's go with the rubbing pillar. And let's turn the lights on. I like the animals having a bit of a dark corner over here for them to like nap in and stuff. It's bright enough on the inside, so it's fine. Alright, so that's that taken care of. I could add prey-scented sack as well, perhaps. It's food enrichment. Okay, so let's add the prey-scented sack maybe over here. There we go. Good views. Oh, they're still doing well. These grizzlies are still doing well for us. Especially on this side where, remember when we weren't getting any crowds on this side? And you know what? I feel like I can put down some more donation bins. People are stopping in more spots than anticipated originally. Probably need to accompany it with education boards and stuff as well, but oh, look at that. Yeah, we're making some good money off of them. And they've been around since almost the beginning. I wonder if our wolves are doing the same way. It was pointed out to me in the comments that I should take a look at donation bin numbers more often, because it's nice to see how well our animals are performing. So I'm going to try and keep that in mind. Yeah, they're doing pretty well as well, considering they've been here since, you know, day 0. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Oof, it's dark. So, tortoises, wolves, bears, flamingos, how are you feeling? I think they've been better fed lately. And I think they've been less stressed lately as well. Look at you just waltzing about. Where's your enrichment? Sprinkler and the 0% marker. There's the sprinkler. Where do I put the scent marker? I swear I put it somewhere near here as well. Just always forget this one. Or maybe it's near here. Nope, can't find it. Especially that it's now that it's dark. Well, there's one thing to do. I could just ignore it. They'll be bored of it, sure, but I have enough other things to swap with. Oh, that was cool, seeing him fly over. That was pretty neat. People seem to be having a good time. In fact, are they? Ooh, perfect timing. Oh, wow, look at that. Holy. Wow, all right. Making bank over here. That's great. Oh, there it is. Haha. Glad I was looking. So, let's take a look at our flamingos here. Get you your waterfall and metal frame that I love so much. As a way to shower the guests on their way out and in. I think it's a lot of fun. I would walk through it. As a kid, I would totally walk through it. 100%. Alright, how are you feeling? I said, how are you feeling? Tell me. 70%, it's not good enough, obviously, so let's add a mirror mobile as well. Get you up over here. Oh, that should take us up to 100. Oh, no, it's the food they're bored of. Oh, interesting. But I have no other option for you. I guess I could just add another one. I could add another one, like over here, maybe. Oh, that's so funny. Look at that. Look at that. Not stressed, not bothered. Right next to people. Yeah, very happy. I think the stress was coming from a low social, like a small social circle. Where to put? Put you down over here, maybe? Or maybe over here? Trying to find a good spot for it, where it's near donation bin, so people will actually be compelled to donate. Sure, let's put you down over here somewhere. If I think we have a spot. Yeah, let's put it down over here. Right, because there's donation bins down here, I believe. There's an education board here. Might do well to put one down over there. Cool. Didn't actually check if that solved our problem. Would be good to know. Yeah, 90%. Feel a lot better about that. All right, cool. So, these animals are done. You're done. Down over here, how are our peafowl doing? I might cut this enrichment overview short. Just because it's been going on for a while, because I keep getting interrupted by other things. Get rid of the mirror mobile and replace you with... Replace you with what? Not all, sorry, toys. Sure, sprinkler. We might actually want the herb scent marker as well. I can't imagine the sprinkler's enough, is it? Oh yeah, okay, it's enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's you taken care of. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Guriel now. These guys have really limited options, don't they? Yeah, they're bored of the sprinkler, of course. Can't blame them. And we need some more food enrichment as well. Where is the sprinkler? There it is. Right by his tail. Imagine having to go in and take that out from behind his tail. Wouldn't want to be that guy. So let's go ahead and get you a rubbing pad, perhaps. By the tree. We can get you... I imagine they need more. Whoa. I had a feeling that was going to happen. All going to pop out over here. Oops. The rubbing pad's good enough. Blood pumpkin. I mean, I guess I could add... That's the thing. They only have the blood pumpkin as an option. I don't want to just, like, put 100 down. Look at... Oh, my God. It looks like an infestation. Also, interesting. As we're going to make so much... we're going to make so many conservation credits when they're ready to be released. It's going to be great. Now our saltwater crocs could probably use some new toys as well. Probably get them to not block path, rubbing pad. All right, cool. Move you up to here. Get rid of the rubbing pad. Replace you with large ball. That should be fun. I'd like to see a croc play with a football. And, yeah, 77%. You know what? We could go a little bit higher. Add a sprinkler as well. Let's add a sprinkler over here, maybe. They tend to come here often, but a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Oh, food enrichment is low. Still, I'll keep that sprinkler down there. Add a blood pumpkin over here. It might actually be because... See, what happens is when food like this gets used up, it no longer is counted, like, it no longer is counted for how the animal feels. Are you about to attack that blood pumpkin? No, you're just kind of looking at it. Oh, okay, I guess... Oh, I needed another one, I see. Fair enough. Yikes, they're getting tougher to keep happy. I think it's just because of the quantity of animals. So you're all good. Orangutan, how are y'all doing? Still making me all that money? Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that this thing works. It pleases me greatly. Oh. Such a baby, such a cute little baby. Are you bored of everything? Of course you are. They need a lot. If I'm not mistaken, from what I understand, orangutan actually need a lot of entertaining. They get bored very easily. They need a lot of toys. They need a lot of joy. So let's go ahead and refresh some of their toys, shall we? Now the feeding is over here. Resting is over here. Where else are there toys? I don't remember putting a mirror mobile down for them, for example. But clearly I did. Hey, buddy. Why are you hiding over here? There's the grab ball and the mirror mobile. Alright, so the grab ball I'm pretty sure I put somewhere over here, did I not? Grab ball, where are you? There we go. Yep, let's get rid of you. And the mirror mobile. I'll tuck you back over here. I should probably put some enrichment items back over here so they come back here. In fact, whoa, that's not what I meant. Orangutan. Let's go ahead and put... Cardboard box. Musical keyboard? Yes. Yes, 100%. Put you down over there. Can you imagine? I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. So we've got food keeping them over here well enough, I think. Let's add the ice ball enrichment out over here as well. I want this to be a good view too. So let's see if we can't make that happen, right? There it is. Get rid of that. Hopefully they'll... I need to keep an eye out for them playing with the keyboard. That'll make my day. Hey, where'd they go? Have they made their way across? I think they have. Such a big enclosure. There they are. Yep, they come over for feeding time, for feed o'clock. People are loving it. Wow, it's not enough, eh? I need to give them more toys. I could give them the bobbin enrichment, I suppose, over here. Make up for the ball that's gone missing. And we can drop a sprinkler down over where? Down over here? Oh, what a cutie. Oh, they're tough. They are tough. What about a large ball? No, they've already had enough of the ball. I guess I could put a cardboard box down, right? That's the other thing. Cardboard box down over here, maybe? Like nothing. It also has to do with how many of them there are, but let's, I mean, at least they're happy. At least they're happy. We'll see how that works out for us. Look at the crowd it generates when they come to a side. It's really neat. I like what, you know what, I like the guest AI more than I implied, I think, last session when I talked about moving to a different spot to get a better view. Alright, so that's that. And we've got our Komodo dragons. I might actually need to split this enrichment pass into pieces. Because this is taking a while. Again, we did constantly get distracted by other issues. I say constantly, you know what I mean. We did have other issues to take care of. 75%. Let's add a sprinkler as well, why not? Oh, food is the issue. Okay. Funny how often that happens. There we go. 87% is nice. So that's that. Let's actually, while we're doing this pass, down over here, I believe we've done enough research for these guys that we can actually improve their layouts and stuff as well. Right? Yeah. Camouflage. I do like the mid-height basking lamp. It just feels like it actually exists, you know, rather than tucked away in a corner. Your layout over here. Alpha status fighting is fine. Ooh. Yeah. Nice and green. Cool. So they're going to be happy as well. Should take care of them. Okay. Oof. So we're done. These animals. We're done. Well, we haven't done the tapir. Let's do that so I can at least say I've done these animals. I know exactly where your toy is. And I know you're bored of it. Right? So let's go ahead and get you... What? Nope. It needs to be a toy. A rubbing pillar. It always, like, nudges me further away from the initial point of placement. Always has to terraform. I don't know why. So cute hearing the wolves. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Up over here, how are our bison and pronghorn antelopes doing? Adults, please. Gotta look at you because you've actually had experience. Rubbing pillar and grab ball. Boring for everyone. Actually, they're still full enrichment. Even though they're bored of their toys, they are fully enriched. So, fair. We'll keep it as is. No need to change it. Though, you know what? No. I disagree with that statement. Even though I'm the one who made it. They deserve better. Go ahead and get you a little skittle. Right? Let's get that grab ball replaced perhaps as well. Is that the grab ball? Yep. Replace you with a block of ice, because, you know, nothing's as fun as a block of ice. Though, you know, honestly, it's getting hot up in Toronto, and I could use a block of ice right about now. Burning up in here. Rubbing pillar. I know where that is. That's all the way over here. Hey, would you look at that? They actually come out here. They actually come out here. This is a project that I will need to complete. For sure. Good to just see them even coming out here. Pop you down over here. They should be able to reach up there as well. If I'm not mistaken, I checked that already, yeah. Really cool. I wonder what kind of crowds we generate here. Probably not too large. That's okay. It's kind of a more quiet kind of a viewing spot. Alright, so that's these guys done. These guys done, these guys done, these guys are all done. We just did the flamingos. We've got the camels to take care of still. Some more crocs are about to mature. How are y'all doing? Tired of your grab ball and your herb scent marker. Okay, what a cute baby. Oof. The sound they make. Get the rubbing pillar in there. That might actually do the trick. Or adults, so they are. Just hanging out, having a good time. Sorry, enrichment. Sure, that's good. Could add some more food enrichment as well. The hanging feeder, I think, is nice. Put it on this side. There. That's definitely done the trick. Alright, now the tigers. Can't call it quits until we've entertained the tigers. Sprinkler, fire hose ball, and scratching post. Okay, so there's the sprinkler. There's the fire hose ball. And there is the scratching post. If I could just click on you. There we go. So Bengal. Tigers here. Your toys. Go the rubbing pad up over here. Let's get ourselves a prey-scented sack down over here. And how about a blood scent marker over here? Get eyes in more directions, right? He's like watching that guy carrying the food in. All right. More done. Moria Plaza done. These guys are done. These guys are done. Elephants and rhinos. So let's see. How are the elephants feeling? Probably not too happy. Now we can get rid of some of these toys. Wow, look how far that's gone. Where is the sprinkler and the skittle? What a cutie. Where is the sprinkler? Might be over here. Or even down over here. We've got this down over here, which they're bored of as well. Let's see if we can't get for our Indian elephants. Rubbing pad down here. Sorry. Rubbing pad down here, because we have to be careful about views from there, right? And the waterfall. As we had before. It's almost like the animals are communicating. It was like a call and response happening there for a second. Pop you down. It's gotta do the trick. Sprinkler. Yeah, I gotta find that sprinkler. I need more toys as well. Add the mud bath in. That'll do the trick, I think. 84%. That's good. That's good. And we have so many of them now, right? So it becomes harder to keep them pleased. Hopefully they have enough reason to come out over here. I could. Yeah, they've got some like feeders and stuff. And they've been running through. We've seen them running through, so we know it's been working. How are the rhinos feeling? They're a new addition. They're still pretty happy. I could replace the mud bath, or I could add something to it. You haven't had this, have you? You've not. So let's go ahead and get rid of the mud bath. Keep this out here. And that should be good. Actually, let's move that over to here. It's a bit more distributed. And inside, they've got like the fancy feeders and stuff. All right, cool. That'll be good. And what's left? There's a lot left. You know what, folks? I think I am, in fact, going to maybe split this into two. Well, night has fallen again, so I'll keep going until the sun rises. And hopefully we'll get all the enrichment done. But, wow, this is taking a while. Where are the toys? What are the toys? Prey-scented sack and the blood scent marker. So I know the blood scent marker is up top there, so that's fine. Prey-scented sack is up over here. Go ahead and get rid of you. And snow leopard. A wailing, I love it. Well, I mean, I don't love their wailing. I love the audio work in the game. There, that should do the trick. It's the one thing. Yep, that's good. And then the bears, how are the bears feeling? The bears are a new addition. I imagine they're still entertained. Yeah, they're still happy enough. We'll wait until they're bored of their rubbing pillars. And the pandas, they're obviously tired, right? Are we expecting, by the way? Pretty sure we should be. No? Do you not have a potential mate here? No, you don't. Fengi has a potential mate in Yingtai, who is what I'm looking for. If I can just find her. Letting myself get distracted again. Ingtai, where are you? Where you hiding? Where you hiding, girl? Probably in plain sight, but with their excellent camouflage. Or next to the food, because pandas. I've made you a perfect bed, and I really shouldn't be surprised at this. I really shouldn't be surprised at this. Let's take a look at Enrichment. Yeah, as expected, they're bored of their wind chimes. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and... Giant Panda. So yeah, I remembered. Get you the rubbing pillar instead. See if that does the trick. They are hard to breed, aren't they? Makes sense, obviously. Let's get you the bobbin as well. Give him a little something extra. Make him even happier. So that's that done. And then there's, of course, the polar bears, who... Hopefully once they add more Arctic animals, we'll see more come out of them. They've been an unfortunate... What's the word I'm looking for? Don't want to say casualty, but you know what I mean. Like, they haven't had the crowd that they deserve show up to play with them. Feels bad, man. But it's okay. We'll once we add more Arctic animals, they'll see plenty of people. We'll have a wonderful time. I think that's the Enrichment Pass. Let me just quickly check over here if we've made any donations. Yeah, okay, we're getting a little bit of money. They're worth so much more. If people come through, they'll make us so much more money. But again, like I said, once we get the other Arctic animals in there, we'll be good. So have I gotten all of our animals covered? Did that. Did this, did this, did this, did this. Worked down here, worked here and here and here. We did our work. Yeah, up there. Done, done, done. Look at the red. It is really quite beautiful. Done, done, done. Done, 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 done. Yeah, okay. I think we got everybody. If I forgot anybody, y'all let me know. Now, who is upset? Low welfare, stressed out animals, low welfare. All right, the green iguana. I think I know why you're stressed out or why you're not having a good time. Typically, it's because... Oh, it's so cool. I like that they actually... Like, they're pretty detailed as well, and I like that. Oops, there we go. Trade center with you. Yes, be entertained. Put money in the donation bin. Donation box. Oh, hey, we're at 1.5. So we've been steadily making money. That's good to see. That's good to see. My social was so low there, but looking good. Let me really quickly check over here our... inspection report. Damn. I think they were just bored with their toys when that inspection came through, so... What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That research complete. Rhinos and brown bears, good stuff. Our snow leopard's about to mature. The sun is looking like it's about to rise. VIP guests that we can say hello to, get some of that conservation credit going. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. The one and all. Hammy Destroyer Meow. Interesting. Maroon 5. Expect them to draw a bigger crowd. Alright. Pretty happy overall with how things are looking right now, apart from some of this low welfare stuff. I mean, I really need to start trading my exhibits a bit more often, I think. Or like at least emptying them a bit more often. Where are we? Too high. There we go. By the way, to those of you that were asking, yeah, we did clean up the exposed pieces over here previously. Too many animals. Only keeping some males and some females. Everybody else in the trade center, but I do think it's probably dirty as well, yeah. Keepers en route. At least we haven't had issues with our staff for a while. Where like the staff is like, oh yeah, we're not able to find a place to rest or not able to feed the animals or whatever. Let's go ahead and go by star rating. and just upgrade some people for a little bit as the sun rises, and then we can dive on into our time lapse. I know this management section lasts a bit longer than usual. Try to keep them, you know, relatively short before diving into a time lapse, but there was a lot to do today. There was a lot to do today. All right. There was a lot to train as well. I mean, we hired so many new staff, right? That can be expected. Our bun is about to mature. Gonna have to probably put someone into the trade center from there. I believe we have good genes among the snow leopards. We'll see. We will see. Wow. It's like I gotta set up a macro for this. How many? I wish there was a button that was just like train all. I'd love for there to be a button that was just train all. Okay, there's only so much more scrolling I can do. That's good enough for me. I'm going to dive on into our time lapse. The question becomes, which side is the red panda and which side is the pangolin? I think I know what I'm going to do. All right, folks, I hope you've enjoyed things so far, but it is just about... You know what? Let's just knock up the speed a little bit, actually. Let's... Yeah, a little bit. Just because we're going to be working in the dark otherwise. Keeper has not attended to the habitat in a long time. Wolf Rock. Why? Keeper's supposed to come every month. Okay, well, first of all, let's pause. Don't get darker. You know what? This is fine. I might just change the time. I don't want it to start snowing. We're in January. It's going to start snowing, and I don't want to wait too much longer. America's South is using the keeper huts and stuff as well, so it should be going smoothly. Same thing with the Curial Grotto. Why? This one's such an easy trip. Like, I can't make it shorter than that. Like, I mean, I can, but you know what I mean. Like, it shouldn't have to be shorter than that. Anyway, folks, we'll manage that stuff. I think it's time for the time lapse. I've been eagerly awaiting this for so long. We've waited long enough with this episode. Let's dive on in, shall we? All right, folks, I am really pleased with the end result of this time lapse, and I hope you all are as well. I think it's not only adorable, but also very in keeping and in theme with everything else we do. But before we get into the new enclosure, I do have to put down the name, the winning name over here. It was a super majority. Lots of you voted, which is always great to see, but it was a super majority voting in Himalayan Hideout. And I thought the appropriate spot for that name would be right above the cave over here, as it's a nice kind of hideout for you to come into and take a look at the animals from. So again, thank you all for your very excellent name suggestions, whether it was for the enclosures or the vendor stalls and things like that. But it's always great to see those suggestions come through. Always a fun time to use them. Anyway, now on to the enclosure. So first things first was determining how we're going to split the required space or the available space between the animals that are going to be using it. So the first thing I do is obviously I square off the wall. As you can see, it took a little bit more effort than I'd expected, but that's because I'd forgotten just how much of a messy construction job this area was. And we will be revisiting some of this stuff over here, but one of the first things I do actually sets the tone for the entire enclosure. So I put these guys down over here, and I'll explain in detail where this idea comes from after the time lapse. So for now, all I will say is I thought it'd be adorable to build up a bit of a rivalry between the two animals, between the two pandas, right? That sort of keep that in mind as we progress through this time lapse. It's a rivalry between the two pandas. Now, for the red pandas, I decided I'm going to use this little corner space over here. It's a very cute little space. It allows people to get very up close and personal. Hopefully not too close. I mean, again, they are a little shy, so I find ways to give them multiple hiding spots. I can't remember how shy they are now, but I do try to find ways to give these pandas multiple spots where they can hide and keep away from people. But if they're feeling a little bit more adventurous and friendly, they can come up over here and get really close to the guests. So first step is to build a bit of a tree house, if you will. No tree attached to it, but it's well, I'm not going to pretend or wait very long. I'm building a guard tower. So I'm actually, I go really far with this idea, just because I've had that rivalry thing in mind, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be really cute if these red pandas were like, I don't know, arming a guard tower or defending their territory or whatever, what have you, right? And I might try and replicate similar like jokes and stuff on the panda side in a future update to their area. But I thought, okay, they're very nimble creatures, they're very fast. In my head, I have this image. It's almost like, you know, I can see this in an animated film of like a bunch of red pandas skittering from multiple different approaches to get to the towers to defend their home or whatever it might be. So I try to build, you know, these little sections over here where they can hop from pillar to pillar to get to the tower. I also decorate the tower to make it look a little, you know, prettier and fancier. But I also build them a set of stairs to get to the towers. I also build them a set of well, I'll get into it as we get there, but I also add a second level to the tower. Obviously, you got to have a good high vantage point to be a lookout, right? And I think, yeah, I'm gonna add some fencing as well. I'm so excited for, like, personally, I'm really happy with it. I hope y'all like it too, as always. Let me know in the comments, but I'm personally really happy with just the idea and how it all kind of comes together. I believe the next step over here is, yeah, I spent a lot of time just trying to figure out. You will see me step away from the enclosure itself a couple of times, as I am, again, the idea struck me within moments of starting the time lapse, only because I put those two sculptures down and I was like, oh, hang on a second. So as you can imagine, there hasn't been a lot of pre-planning, which I typically like to try and do before I get into it. This time it's all been thrown out the window because of those two sculptures. So yeah, you know, you can either hop around. If you're the more agile type, you can hop around through the pillars and get to the tower, or you can use the ladder and climb that up and get to the tower, or, you know, if you're a more traditional style of red panda and you believe in the old-fashioned ways, you might just use the stairs. I don't know, man. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cute. Plus that allows our keepers hopefully to get up there and, you know, clean and things like that, which is the more important aspect of it. But yeah, I figured it was a nice cute little set of entryways into this tower, and they maybe play around in the tower, gives the guests an interesting view of them, you know, running around. Because I mean, I could have done like a jungle gym, and it does become a bit of a jungle gym. At the end of the day, it's a jungle gym with a theme. I could have made it a very traditional jungle gym. I could have done another tree house, and I didn't want to do another tree house. I don't want to do stuff that we'd already kind of done previously. And while in function, it's the same as a tree house, thematically, it's different. And we actually pushed that a little bit further in just a moment's time. Now, that was me attaching these separate pillars, because I was a little nervous about them not being able to make the jump, but maybe I'll experiment with that, because I do like the idea of them jumping from pillar to pillar to get to the tower. But yeah, so I do attach a second tower, one that's slightly higher up, and not only is it for some good views, but it's also to... well, I'll get to it in a second. Before we get there, though, I decided to put in a bit of a, like, another way to get up top over here, a extremely inconvenient way if you're a person. And unfortunately, these ropes are not climbable, so it's inconvenient for our pandas as well. But, you know, a bit of a rope ladder. I would have made the bridge out of rope, except the rope is not climbable, from at least based on the properties. So unfortunately, I couldn't do a rope bridge, but I wanted to get the rope in there anyway, because it's a nice textural and aesthetic difference. It stands out a little bit. Now over here, you'll see a large pause in movement, and that's mainly because I'm taking a look at some references. I knew what I wanted to put here when I started going down the path of the rivalry, and now I'm not. I'll be completely honest. As I'm building it, you can try and guess what I'm building over here. Some of you might be very familiar with this. Some of you might not. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the reference I've got on hand is actually entirely accurate as per the historical reference we're trying to make over here. I might need to actually edit this, but what I'm building here, so your time to guess is pretty much run out now. What I'm building here is the superior siege engine. It is a trebuchet. Now, the trebuchet was actually used quite often in ancient China. And since we're in, the China area, I thought it'd be a nice kind of reference. And on top of that, it ties into our rivalry theme and joke that we were doing. And on top of that, probably the biggest impetus for this, can you imagine baby red pandas playing on the trebuchet? Just put the thought in your head for a second. Baby red pandas just dancing around, playing around, because it's all climbable. They can go right up to the edge. They can climb to the top of it. They can do whatever they want. I couldn't get that image out of my head, and so I needed to get that trebuchet in there. It's supposed to be a traction trebuchet, which is if I recall correctly, is the older style of trebuchet. Yeah, sorry, I I had a lot of fun building that, and just like when it struck me, I was like, okay, let's try and do this with the pieces we have. I'm not entirely 1000% certain that it is the right shape and form and structure. Because there have been so many trebuchet and mangonels and stuff through history. I might do a little bit more research to make sure that I've got it right, and it does in fact look like the Chinese style trebuchets from the days of ancient China and the Warring States and whatnot. But we'll rework that later. For now, I'm happy with it as it is, and I move on to building our little kind of fence to the walkway and stuff over here. The reason why I do it, now this time as opposed to later, years later after kids have had a chance to potentially fall into the enclosure, is because it's actually a part of our barrier system. I want the red pandas to be able to get into the water and take a drink and things like that. They don't require water, but I do like the water flowing through the enclosure, and I figured might as well allow them to drink from it. But yeah, overall, it's a very small enclosure. It's one of the smallest enclosures I've made in a very long time, if not ever. I think it's actually smaller than the Grizzly Grove. In fact, I'm fairly confident it's smaller than the Grizzly Grove. So it's a little out of my, I guess, comfort zone, because I still want it to be beautiful. I still want it to be packed full of stuff for people as well as the animals. However, with that said, I am really quite happy with how it's turned out. I'm just rambling, I guess, but it's better to talk about how I feel, I think, than talk about how I'm struggling with the barrier placement. But yeah, it's smaller than usual, but I think it is also very delicate in that way, and it's nice and it's cute. It's got that cutesiness that we associate with red pandas, or at least that I associate with red pandas, and I think it's quite nice. And plus, it's got a cute story with it as well. But I mean, maybe I'm way off the mark. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, because it is kind of funny to see it in the backyard of a palace, but it's a good kind of funny, I think. Folks, that's the time lapse. All right, folks, that was quite the time lapse, I think. Accomplished a fair bit. Really happy with this little end cap we've built as well. Really kind of cute rivalry that I'm building. Kind of just, I don't know, it struck me while I was building this habitat. I'm sure I explained it during the time lapse, and I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's embrace it. And I think what I'll do is, that's the time lapse for today. We're going to go ahead and, get the animals in there, make sure they're happy with the space. And what I might actually do is when we do our beauty pass for the entire area, not only are we going to complete the shops and stuff in here, we're going to make some adjustments to the building itself as well, some tweaks to do because it doesn't quite look so good anymore in hindsight. And even I think when we first put it down, there were some issues that we knew about. Also going to make some beautifications to the tracks, and also going to upgrade the panda enclosure a little bit. I think they need some more climbing surfaces and things like that, and maybe we kind of make a, escalate that rivalry a bit more as well. I just think it's kind of cute. I don't know, and it's based off of, apparently, now this was mentioned in the comments, I haven't verified this, so don't quote me, but apparently the red pandas were originally the panda until the giant panda was found, and then the giant panda became the panda. So I just thought it'd be cute to play on that a little bit. I hope you all agree. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the animals in here. I'm really happy with our little play pen space area that we've built. It's about enough space for, approximately 4 of them, which, if we take a look at the Zoopedia, the way I've gone about thinking about it is because number of offspring per mating event is 1 to 3. And then there's like, if you look at the gaps between gestation and interbirth, we should be seeing at most, I think, 4 in the area at a time. They require 220. This is about 920 or so. So, you know, a little bit over 4. Hopefully we can stick comfortably to that. Let's go ahead and get our animals, though. We got to go into animal trading for that. And we are looking this time for the red panda. Let's see. R comes after what letter? P, right? Red panda. There it is. Pygmy hippos. They're so cute. I cannot wait to get pygmy hippos. All right, red pandas. Now we've got conservation credits, so we can put some money down on some good specimen. But if really good ones are coming for cheap, like you here, yeah, we're gonna get you right away. Scandinavian zoo. That's funny. Let's see. And we just got a male, right? Yes. Red panda male. I should have checked a little bit more before I jumped the gun, but after what happened earlier this session, you can understand, I think, why I'm so quick. And here from Dobatu, red panda. I'm sorry. You know what? There's no question about it. Because this makes me think of red 5, I can't resist. All right, good. So we've got our 2 red leaders. We got our 2 red pandas. You can tell where my head's at. Let's go ahead and... Oh, and in our beauty pass, I'm also going to beautify the entrance into this garden area. I really like how this has come together. You know, I had something in mind way at the beginning when we first started the panda zone. Sorry, it just occurred to me. I'm hungry, and panda zone sounds a lot like calzone. Where was I? Right, yeah, I had something in mind, and now it's you know, it's coming together as I was hoping it would. So that always feels good. Now if we take a look at our animal storage, and yes, I really do have to clean this mess up. We'll do that maybe next session. I think we'll take a look at some of our trading and take a look at some of our genes, because we've left that by the wayside a little bit, and I don't like doing that. So let's go ahead and get these animals into quarantine down over here. Wait, hold on. Do we not have quarantine up here? We have these 2. We do not have quarantine. And hopefully the small keeper hut is okay for 3 animals, which is, I think, all we're going to be handling over there. So we'll see. And over here, let's go ahead and move you to quarantine as well, please. All right, cool. With that done, let's go ahead and hit play, or unpause rather, and time will pass, red alerts will rise, but hopefully nothing too crazy before we can get these animals in, because I really want to see them in their space, really want to see how they interact with the space and what they do and how they run around. And this episode's already running a little bit on the longer side, which, I mean, you know, it's nice, but I'm sure it's also inconvenient for some. That's why I try to maintain a relatively consistent schedule so that people can, you know, think around it and plan around it. Okay, let's stop this now. Arbon, you're the new adult. Oh wow, you can really hear the thumps there, eh? Where's the other? Okay, hold on, hang on. Okay, to the trade center. I just can't stand to hear those sounds. Like, wow, really going at it. You over here, meanwhile, who should be fighting for dominance, just chilling up here. You don't care. Oh wow, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, food just got delivered. Wow, like an actual cat. Or the can opener. These are pretty good genes. I mean, the, oh, I love watching them play. If we were to keep the offspring, then of course we'd have to replace the mother. He's got decent genes. You know what? Arbon might actually be the better pick. If I'm completely honest. Arbon might actually be a better animal to keep. And you're not related, are you? Fertility and immunity is kind of low with her. These 2 are related, I believe. Look at those genetics, eh? Look at those genetics. But I do think I should maybe do a swap around over here. Send Naran Batar and Altan Tsetseg away. And get Arbon and the other one in here. Might not be a terrible idea. Okay. Try that. Try that. Those are, I think we'll get some good results out of that. So Arbon, move you here. And who is not your you, I believe, or not related. Now, fertility and immunity is kind of low, but if we compare mates here, you'll see those potential end results are really good. I can't wait for the new update that has so many more details about all these things. Yeah, let's go ahead and move you in here as well to Kathmandu. All right, cool. Now, low welfare on some of these Galapagos tortoises. Why are you stressed out? You're stressed out. Why are you stressed out? You've been fine for a very long time, but all of a sudden now you're starting to get stressed out. Oh, it's because you're traversing and people are throwing trash in here. Animals. I'm not talking about what we keep in the zoo. You can't even resist throwing trash in an enclosure. With the money we're making, I would have a zero tolerance policy. I would just throw you out the zoo if I saw that. If I saw you doing that on the security camera, never be welcome back. You'd be banned for life. I don't care if it was you or your kids or whatever. I'm just... littering bothers me a lot. Alright, quarantine passed. Is your name 5? Well, that certainly doesn't work for me. Gonna have to fix that. Anyway, let's go ahead and move both of you. Because I think they both passed quarantine. Yep. Move both of you in. And this should hopefully draw more people to Habitat 41. And also, as many of you will recall, not just Habitat 41 up there, but we also have down over here, Habitat 24. So, I'm going to need your name suggestions. Names for giant panda habitat, name for red panda habitat, name for, you know, this building, if we want to give it one. Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. That's the best way to make sure your name suggestion gets read, because if you haven't written it down and sent it to me, then I can't read it now, can I? I really hope that they're not able to escape. They might be able to escape from these, so we might have to build like glass walls and stuff, which is fine, not the end of the world, but I'd rather not have to do that. And I really hope people are able to come up here. I'm trying to figure out if we need to build a loop. Like, do we, you know, loop this around up this way? Well, that's a possibility for sure. We'd have to get rid of some of the wall sections, but I don't mind that. In fact, do I go ahead and do that right now? Just kind of do this kind of a thing. And okay, we can definitely connect better than that. Go ahead and shrink you down a little bit. There we go. Do that for now. And let's get rid of this wall section back over here. Or adjust it, rather, not get rid of it, but adjust it. Have an entrance and an exit into this garden area. And I feel like, again, I've been told by many of you that the loops make a big difference, and I have no reason to think you're lying to me. So I'm gonna do that over here as well, and hopefully this will help with the flow of traffic in the area, especially with people coming through the train, maybe opting to loop back this way. And we'll clean this up and make a nice entrance and exit when we do our beauty pass here, right? All right, there we go. Animals are arriving, I think. I need to put down feeding trays and stuff as well. Oh, here they come. Feeding trays and stuff I'll keep at the bottom. I think keepers should be able to get up to the guard tower there, but just in case they're not. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're so cute. They're so... Oh, look at that. Oh, did you hear that? I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm so thoroughly entertained already. Okay, hold on. Let's quickly check to make sure things are okay. So too much long grass. I don't disagree. Go ahead and adjust that, shall we? Short grass, please. Plus, it'll allow us to see them more easily. They really don't like long grass, eh? Go ahead and get rid of it all. They'd like a little bit more soil, perhaps. Very well. Go. Grass is done. The soil. A little bit of soil at the edge here, I think, will do the trick. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. So the train is okay. I believe the environment is, yeah, okay as well. Let's take a look, though, at their ability to traverse the habitat. Beautiful. Yes, they're able to climb everywhere. They're able to play with a little their trebuchet, as it were. Habitat has no keepers assigned or free to visit. That is because I, like a fool, did not set up my work zone. Come on, party. Stay on top of things. There we go. And it is the China zone. Did it not set a China zone up? East Asia, there we go. There we go, let's go ahead and add you to that. That's good, because then we can do Japan and stuff next to it as well. Japan, Taiwan, all that, without having to rename the work zone. Not that that's a lot of effort, but you know. Alright, let's take a look at these little babies and see them run about and have fun, hopefully. Looks like you're just kind of sitting in the corner over here staring at the wall. Now, I understand sometimes the wall can be fascinating, but please. Please, I made you an entire playpen. Where's the other one? They're just sitting here. Oh, they're so cute though. Even like from far away. Enrichment is low. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, let's do a couple things. Get it happening so we don't have to think about it later. We want to get vet research happening. Let's get who? First of all, where is our red panda? Somewhere in here. There we go. Red panda. Let's get platinum. We haven't reassigned you in a while, so let's have you having some fun with the red pandas. And let's also go to habitat and take a look at red panda. Take a look at your enrichment. I assume there are, yeah, dog ball. That's cute. Pop you down over here. Let's get, oh, they like forage boxes as well. Let's get cardboard box maybe up over here. Or the wind chimes perhaps up over here. That'd be nice, I think. And let's also get, in terms of feeding, forage box will be good. Oh, there we go. Starting to explore a little bit. It's so weird how it doesn't count as obstructed when it kind of hangs over the terrain. I find that so strange. It's like, that's a precarious balance. Is it not? Lift it. Yeah, it's weird. Looks like it's comfy being over here though, so that's good. There, let's go ahead and do that then. Makes this area more interesting. Cool, so now their enrichment should be good, their space, they're fine, they're so... Okay, good. It was just kind of wiggling around a little bit while I was recalculating the habitat, I think. But they're having a good time. Just sitting down here. Not really doing anything. Oh, except for making cute noises and moving adorably. Going up the tree? You're going up the tree. Oh my god. They climb so nicely. Oh, and they jump so nicely too. Yes. Yes, look at that face. Oh my god. They're so cute. It's just so cute. I can't even. Yes, yes, play. Oh my god, got donked in the head there. Physics simulation too good. And again. Oh, are you playing? Oh my god, are you playing with it? Yeah, they're playing with the wind chimes. Now you're standing to look. That is just adorable, how they stand. Now, if you were actually up here, you'd get... Yeah, you know what? This is a great view. Might want to move the wind chimes a little bit. Maybe put them on the other side or something. Really hoping to see them run around a bit more. Where's your... Why are you just staring at the wall? I mean... Did someone put you in this corner? What are you doing? At least we have one of them being a little adventurous with the wind chimes and whatnot. Oh, what a cutie. Oh, what a cutie. Look at that. Full on standing, eh? As if it's nothing. As if it's not the cutest thing in the world. Anyway, folks. So cute. Okay, I can't, I need to stop. Folks, this is where we're going to call it a session. I hope you enjoyed this one. We're finally making some changes up in the East Asia section. Hopefully it'll draw some more crowds, and that'll be really nice. If you did enjoy the session, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It makes a very big difference in how I approach content on the channel. And as always, I read your comments to kind of get an idea of what y'all want to see. And it looks like we have solved some of the staff issues and feeding issues and whatnot, so that's definitely good. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.